Hey Libra, so this is 2023, this is January 2023, and here's your 5-minute forecast to help you navigate the planetary flows in this month ahead. So I'm going to keep it as brief as I can, but I really want to start by saying that there is a new opening for you in terms of relationships. Very recently, in the month of December, in fact, on the 20th of December, Jupiter went into the sign of Aries. Is going to be there until the 16th of May. And that for you is a very sensitive part of your chart, one that is really expanding all your relationships, but bringing in this clarity, some real hard hoped for clarity. So in recent times, your relationships have felt a little bit painful. It's almost like you've attracted a lot of hurt, pained, sad, misunderstood people into your life, and it feels like, Jesus, every one of my friends got some kind of internal problem, because you guys like to try and keep on an even keel, and also like to keep it light and bright. So, you know what Jupiter is offering you is this sense of clearance, and that there is this deep transformation going on with all the people that you are associated with. And they're either going to kind of rise up with this change and expand with it, or they're going to drop away. And so you almost don't need to do anything. You almost don't need to have these conversations with them to find out if you want them in your life or not. But it just feels like things are starting to clear already. And don't be surprised if by May, the people in your life are feeling very, very different. It's all good. Now, the 6th of January, which is the full moon, this is a particularly interesting time for you. It feels very, I'm going to say a little bit shocking. It almost feels like, am I on the right path? Because it feels so emotional to be on this path at the moment. It just feels like the path you're on, which you've committed to, and you've almost done it intuitively. It's felt like you followed your heart on this path, on this journey, almost away from your better rational mind. You've almost gone on a path away from what people might have expected you to. And in this moment of the full moon, where you could really expand into it and think, yep, I'm really on my path. And yes, it's a bit hairy. It's not always that clear, but it's okay. The tension of it is really, really great. And it's like you're living in the gap between the expectation of where you want to be and what you think other people are wanting for you. It is time to break free of that. And if you can allow it just to kind of sit on your periphery a little bit, just think, who's this expectation thing belong to? Who am I living my life for? It will become instantly less emotional for you and a lot lighter. Now, something else that's been happening is we've had Lilith going through that part of your chart to do with your outer direction. And it has felt like you've held back a little bit about who you really are. And in this month ahead, that is being really, really tweaked and pulled apart. Like the tension of what you're trying to hold yourself back for against the sense of impending release is really, really huge. And so the full moon is also representing some of that, but it doesn't really release itself until the new moon. Now, the new moon is on the 21st of January, and that new moon is fitting into a romantic, creative, kind of very hedonistic and slightly boho part of your chart. This new moon is really encouraging you. It's kind of saying, Libra, what is it you really want to be? Stop sitting on the fence so much. Commit to something. Like, really show, who are you? Are you going to let your creative skills out? Are you just going to let your loving out fully? It's really asking you to release who you are and not to hold yourself so tightly up in chains. So there is definitely this need to release. Now, this can be really difficult, or it can be really easy. And what I would say is, the more you're able to put your energies into your creative pursuits, the easier all this transformation is, because as you're creating, it's automatically creating that sense of freedom for you. It's creating an expansion, a bit more space for you to live within. So I'm very excited about that for you. I just think this is a year where you're going to be brought up rather than brought down. So here's to you. That's the end of your 5-minute forecast. I hope it's been useful. Please do stay tuned for next month's, which will be coming up later on soon. So watch out for that. If you've enjoyed this, please do like, share, subscribe. And I really just hope you enjoy this month ahead with all the love that I really can see for you coming up. Anyway, lots and lots of love to you wherever you are, Libra. Bye for now. Mwah.